Potential presidential candidate Christie says before the U.S. and Cuba restore diplomatic relations, President Obama should demand the return of an American fugitive. Joanne Chesimard is on the FBI's most wanted list of terrorists. Cuba gave her asylum after she killed a state trooper. Margaret Brennan is at the State Department, where this case is one of many the diplomats will have to sort out. Margaret, good morning.
Good morning. Well, that more than 50-year standoff between the U.S. and Cuba meant that the two rarely extradited wanted criminals. But this diplomatic breakthrough has renewed calls for Cuba to hand over that convicted cop killer. American fugitive Joanne Chesimard, also known as Assata Shakur, has been hiding in Cuba for 30 years. Sentenced to life in prison for shooting a New Jersey state trooper in 1973, Chesimard escaped after just 2 years and fled to Cuba. State Police Superintendent Rick Fuentes.
The homicide of Trooper Forrester, which was an execution, has really left an open wound in the organizational memory.
Now, New Jersey Governor Christie is joining the call for the Cuban government to send her back to a U.S. prison. In a letter to President Obama, Christie said that Cuba's safe harbor is an affront to the men and women of the New Jersey State Police who have tirelessly tried to bring this killer back to justice. But Fidel Castro considered her a socialist revolutionary and granted her asylum as a member of the Black Liberation Army, a 1970s militant nationalist group. Using the name Assata Shakur, she is accused of targeting cops and charged with at least 8 other felonies. She defended herself in an open letter to Pope John Paul II, read aloud on the radio in 1998 during his trip to Cuba.
I think that it is important to make one thing very clear. I have advocated, and I still advocate, revolutionary changes in the structure and in the principles that govern the United States. If that is a crime, then I am totally guilty.
While living in Cuba, FBI officials say she continued to mobilize against the U.S., and they added her to the most wanted terrorist list in 2013.
While we cannot right the wrongs of the past, we can and will continue to pursue justice no matter how long it takes.
Now, White House officials told us that they will continue to press Cuba to send back what could be dozens of American fugitives, and Cuba also wants some of its citizens back. So, Vanita, this is just one of many difficult conversations ahead for American diplomats here at the State Department.
Margaret, thank you.